Hey guys, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I installed this 28-inch 4x4 lace front wig that I found on Amazon. Shipping was pretty quick. It came actually today. I ordered it today and it came today. Here I just applied gel before I picked out the hairs that I was going to leave out, since I do have no lace on the ear-to-ear part. The wig I got is a water wave, so it has a curl, so my natural texture will blend in case the wind blows. I'm just applying a bald cap here. You can see, just simple. I'm only doing this because it is a lace closure, so I am going to be applying the bald cap method just under the lace part. So here you see me applying a layer of the not Ghost Bond. I was using the Bold Hold Active, actually. It's my first time trying it, so I'm hoping it does well. I unfortunately sweat a lot and I'm oily, so things tend to come off on me pretty easily. I forgot to record me cutting the lace and putting makeup on, but here's after I cut that, not the lace, cutting the wig cap, and I put my first layer of Bold Hold, and now I'm just kind of smearing it so that it's thin and even. Then you can kind of see me just waiting. I had my fan in front of me, so it was kind of blowing on it while I was waiting. But you just kind of want to wait till it's pretty see-through. In my camera, I couldn't really tell, and I was using a little mirror on the desk, so I apologize if the quality isn't the best. Here you see me just putting a headband around my head, because once I lay the wig, that's what you guys will see me use to put the tension to make sure that my lace is laid flat. Here's the second layer of glue. I'm just rolling forward to make sure that any little bits of my bald cap, if there's any lift, it's flat, and making sure it's laying like skin. Alrighty, here you guys are going to see I kind of took out the parts that I was going to make my baby hairs. And so once I did that, just to make my life easier, I 2-strand twisted them. So as I was saying, I 2-strand twisted them to make it easier. Here you can see me pulling my lace closure down and laying it where I laid all that glue. And then what I'm going to do is just clip the side clips that it came with into the side, and just make sure that everything's nice and laid. Sorry you see me struggle a little bit. But here, this is where I told you I was just laying down that lace with that elastic. I was trying to find where I wanted to part my hair right here before I started plucking. This is when I went in. I start with my part and just kind of lightly pluck till it looks natural. You guys will see later in the video, I go in with a little bit of foundation. I don't like to bleach my knots when I first get the wig, just because I like to kind of leave it as strong as possible. And I like to run my fingers through my hair a lot. So the less I bleach my knots, the longer my wigs last, personally. And then here, I just sectioned out a small part of the front, and I'm starting to pluck behind the hairline just to kind of make it look a little more natural. And then I wasn't really paying attention to my parts here, but I literally just kind of go back little by little and pluck, make sure that it's not too full. This way it doesn't look too wiggy in the front. You guys will see later in the video, there is a point I take it down, and it still looks pretty wiggy. I mean, it is a wig, it's not going to look any different, but I make it look more natural. And that product that I showed you is the Monet leave-in conditioner. So far, I found out it works amazing on my wigs as well as my natural hair. And you can see I love that shit because I'm pumping it on. And this isn't even the only time you'll see me put it on in this video. Alright, here I'm just pulling my hair back because I'm about to start plucking my baby hairs now a little bit. I don't pluck these too much because I tend to make holes in my lace when I do this. That's another reason why I'm trying to keep the elastic band there as well, because I tend to catch the lace with my tweezers. That's kind of my trick of thinning out my baby hairs before I cut them. I was just checking right there to see how my lace was sticking. Okay, and here I cut my baby hairs, and I kind of bevel it as I cut. Like, I bounce my scissors open and close, and I bounce up and down. I left them a little long at first, and you guys will see I'm gonna kind of work with them. But here's where I cut my lace, and same thing, I kind of just bounce back and forth, so this way it's not just a straight cut. It kind of has like a natural kind of jagged edge, so it looks like more natural. And then in my final part of this video, you guys will see how I did like the final style on my baby hairs. I'm not a baby hair connoisseur. It's still something I'm learning, so forgive me if it doesn't look the best. But here I was just laying my edges, kind of laying whatever was out, making it look natural. So this way, if the wind blew, like I said earlier, it would look more like my hair rather than just a wig. Okay, you see how fucking harsh that shit looked? So I went back in and I started plucking away. You guys will see me just kind of plucking into the weight of the hairline. And then I also decide to switch up my baby hairs so they don't stay like that at the very end of the video. So here you see me again checking, just kind of pushing down, plucking, seeing where I need to take weight out, making it look a little bit more natural. And I still went in and plucked my baby hairs a little bit more because I felt like they were still just a little too thick. Okay, here I was just kind of changing up my part a little bit. And then this is where I go in with the foundation. And this is where I was saying I don't really need to bleach my roots, because I kind of paint it into the lace and then up into the hair. And then kind of like mess it up with my finger. So this way it looks like a scalp. And then again, like I told you, you'll see me mess with my baby hairs a whole hell of a lot until you see what I finally ended with at the end. Right there, I was checking it to see how it looked, and it still looked a little dark, so I just went in and tried to define my part a little bit more with a little bit of plucking. And then obviously I go in with a little bit more foundation and try and blend that in and make it look a little more natural. Oh, natural. Here's a quick video of me feeling myself before I decide to cut the baby hairs a little bit shorter and mess with it a little bit more. LOL. Okay, so at this point, I had cut the little bit of excess off of the baby hairs, and I was just slicking it to make it look softer so it didn't look so harsh and wiggy. And you can already see like what I did. It made it look a lot more natural, like natural hairline. You better tie that lace down like you about to go fight somebody and they about to snatch it off your head. Make sure that junk is secured. Because once you do this kind of gives you the freedom to style it, which you guys will see me do next. Okay, those two little pieces that I left out on each side when I wrapped my hair up, I'm just going to kind of go in and open and close the scissors as I'm coming downwards, just to give me a little bit more of that natural wisp when I want to tuck it behind my ear, or if I do decide to try and pull it up, it just looks like it has more of a natural hairline. Now comes the fun part, because you guys saw that little sneak peek I showed you and you saw how big this hair can get. This is why I love curly wigs. The versatility of them is amazing. When they're wet and they're styled correctly, you can have a long stretched wet and wavy curl like this. I'm using here just some water, and then I'm going to be using the Monet leave-in conditioner again. The reason why I like the leave-in conditioner is because it's lightweight, it doesn't leave the hair super heavy, and if I do want it to have some type of crunch, I just mix it with a little bit of light hold or like a medium hold gel, and it gives me a hold that's stronger than a cream, but it doesn't give me the texture of having gel in my hair. now the moment everyone's been waiting for, the final reveal. I was struggling a little bit with the knot there, so I decided to pop it off forward. And yeah, bitch, this is it. 28-inch water wave wig, Amazon retailer, pretty quick, literally single day shipping. And look, bitch, that shit is coming from my scalp. Nobody can tell me anything different. Here you just see me fine tuning a little bit, but yeah, bitch, look at that. That is beautiful.